Hi guys, Dr. Rob Barrington here with some more nutritional advice. Can you get enough vitamin C in your diet, or do you need to take supplements? Many people believe that you do need to take supplements. Many people believe that your diet will not provide you with all the vitamin C you need. Of course, humans cannot manufacture vitamin C themselves. It's an essential nutrient. It's required in their diets. So many people believe that we do need supplements, and I do sympathise with that viewpoint. However, there are a number of caveats. There are a number of things that are quite often not considered. So how much vitamin C can you actually get in your diet? That's the first place to start. Studies have looked at high quality diets, people that eat a lot of fruits and a lot of vegetables. And generally the nutritional literature shows that you can get about 500 to 600 milligrams of vitamin C in a very high quality diet. So eating a lot of fruit and a lot of vegetables and a lot of foods that contain vitamin C, you can get about 500 to 600 milligrams vitamin C per day in an average diet. If we look at some other studies that have been done on plasma levels, what we tend to find is that the peak plasma levels in humans are achieved with intakes of about 2.5 grams. So as you take more and more vitamin C up to about 2.5 grams, your plasma levels, your blood levels of vitamin C increase. However, there is a law of diminishing returns, and you can boost your blood levels of vitamin C most of the way. You can get most of the benefits on about 500 milligrams of vitamin C. After that point, yes, your blood levels do increase, but they don't increase to the same degree as they did up to the 500 milligram dose per day. So 500 to 600 milligrams boosts your blood levels of vitamin C most of the way to get most of the benefits of the very, very high concentrations of vitamin C that would take them to the peak levels. So that's quite interesting, because it suggests that yes, we can get enough vitamin C in our diet if we eat a very high quality diet. But there are other factors that are often not considered when assessing vitamin C intake. One of them is the other components of the diet. Now, it's known, for example, that flavonoids can spare vitamin C in the body. They have an interaction with vitamin C, and some of the antioxidant capacity of vitamin C can be taken over by flavonoids. So if you have a very high flavonoid intake in your diet, you spare some of your vitamin C. So it's very important to understand that it's not just the vitamin C content of your diet that dictates your actual vitamin C levels in your blood, because if you have a high intake of flavonoids as well, those flavonoids will actually perform some of the functions of vitamin C in the body, and therefore the vitamin C that you do have will actually go further. It will have more of a physiological effect. It will last longer because it's not undergoing reducing reactions, because the flavonoids are taking over some of the roles of the vitamin C. So the general answer to the question is yes, you can get enough vitamin C in your diet, particularly if you are eating a plant-based diet that contains other factors such as flavonoids. Now, are there any circumstances where you might want to supplement with vitamin C? I think this is where it's a little bit grayer in terms of whether there is a right or wrong answer, but I think there are a certain number of circumstances where supplements are actually beneficial. One case might be if you're an athlete and you're performing intense physical activity. It might be, therefore, that you're eating foods that are more calorie dense, so you might be avoiding some vegetables and fruits, for example, and eating more grains, and that means your vitamin C content of your diet will decrease. In that case, taking a supplement will provide some of the vitamin C that you might be lacking in your diet. Athletes, of course, require more of nearly all vitamins and minerals because they have more energy, and therefore they have faster metabolic rates. They have more energy to process, therefore they need more vitamins and minerals. They have more free radical activity in their body, and therefore they need more antioxidants. So athletes generally need higher levels of micro and macronutrients. So it might be possible that they could benefit from a supplement. Another case where supplements could be beneficial is if you are ill. Plasma levels of vitamin C do decrease when you have immune stress, when you have a cold, when you have influenza. And studies have shown that taking vitamin C supplements in those circumstances can actually decrease the severity of the symptoms and decrease the length that you are immune compromised. So vitamin C supplementation is not something that is a black and white issue. There are certain caveats that have to be taken into consideration, and also on an individual basis. There is obviously biological variability between people, and some people require higher amounts of particular vitamins than others. And obviously blood tests would be able to tell you whether you have optimal levels. You can take a blood sample and you can have a look at the vitamin C level, for example, of white blood cells, which is an important biomarker of vitamin C intake. So to say that supplements are necessary is probably not right. To say that they're not necessary is probably not right. It probably depends on the situation. I would certainly suggest that athletes take a small vitamin C supplement, particularly if they're eating calorie-dense food to provide them with energy, and they're perhaps not eating food such as fruits and vegetables as much as they should. And I also suggest that if you have a cold or influenza or something like that, and you're immune compromised, vitamin C wouldn't harm you. It would certainly, based on the studies that have been done, probably decrease the length of time that you're ill. How much vitamin C should you take if you do supplement? Well, peak plasma levels are attained by around about 2.5 grams, but that was in sedentary people. It wasn't in people who were exercising very intensely. So anywhere between 500 milligrams and 2 grams, 3 grams is probably going to saturate your blood levels with vitamin C. But again, it's very difficult to say without a blood test, and it's very difficult to say unless you know exactly what your circumstances are. What I would suggest you do is that you research it on an individual basis. You have a look at your lifestyle. You have a look and do some research perhaps on my blog and other blogs as well to see what the studies show. You could possibly have a blood test. That would be, if you want to go into it in great depth, you could get a blood test and have a look at your vitamin C levels in your white blood cells. The problem with this is that vitamin C levels change over time, depending on how stressed you are, what your diet's like, other factors in the diet. So it's very difficult to take a snapshot of your white blood cells and determine whether you have high enough levels of vitamin C. If you eat a very, very high quality diet, it's got lots of fruit in and lots of vegetables, I wouldn't worry too much about your vitamin C intake, because you're probably going to be getting about 500 or 600 milligrams, and that's going to be providing you with most of the benefits of vitamin C. If for any reason you can't eat a very high quality diet for a particular period of time, there's many reasons sometimes where you can't get hold of good quality food. Perhaps you're in the army, hopefully you wouldn't be in prison, but there are circumstances where you can't eat high quality foods, and in that case, yes, a multivitamin or a vitamin C tablet may help provide the vitamin C you need. So what I would suggest is you don't dismiss the idea of supplementation. Try and get the highest quality foods you can possible, and if you feel that you do need a vitamin C tablet, I would take about 500 milligrams to 2 grams per day, and I would take that with food, and I think that should provide you with optimal levels of vitamin C.